today's episode, still talking about the exodus of young talents from Cameroon. Talents that end up in total frustration out of the country. You need to know what to do. You need to know what are the requirements for you to go out to be a professional footballer. Zamalek Ndoumbe, a former player of Tiko United and captain of that team even, and player of Botafogo, and of course a player in Cyprus, will tell us his experience. And please, young people out there, learn from this experience. Parents, learn from this experience before you get into that adventure to go pro.
I quite remember the story when Tiko United was to play the finals of the Mini Interpol, against Jalakwan Football Club, and that same night I have to travel to Cyprus. I went there, I was welcome, I think, with about 10 executives, and I was really at very high level, high spirit, and they took me to an exotic hotel.
Now you traveled to Cyprus with 10 executive members of Tiko United?
No,
10 executives of the club.
Of the clubs welcomed me at the airport. Yes, so they took me to an exotic hotel.
Let's just come back a little. How did they make you travel? They bought you a ticket? Who bought you a ticket? How did you travel?
Mr. Iteki Charles Emedikonge did everything for me. He was the president of Tiko United by then. He did everything.
He did the connections with the team?
Everything. He just called me today. We are traveling for a test match to Genshebeli.
And
to the management of the hotel. That gave me everything. I was really comfortable. And the following morning, they came up and they took me for training. I have a problem of communication with the management of the club because I go closer to him, but he was like running away from me. So I have nothing to I have no word to exchange with him because I could not understand Turkish by then, and I was just trying to manage my English language with them. So unfortunately, we have one player that studied in London that could even talk English a bit and understand with me. It was like translating the English to Turkish and Turkish to English. That's how I have to adopt with the team.
And if we roll the machine back, you were playing what position in Tiko United?
I was playing the left midfield.
And in Botafogo, same position?
Same position.
So you were going to Cyprus now to be recruited as a defensive midfield player?
I was going to Cyprus to be recruited as an offensive midfield player.
Offensive midfield player. So, translation, language issues, this young man was helping you. How was it going on?
Yes, it was going on, but you know, when you go to professional, you don't think about your position anymore because nobody cares to ask you why are you playing or which position are you playing. They just throw inside the pitch. We play at least 30 per side. When we go for the first training session, we have about 60 players on the pitch, and the trainers will just be outside and be doing the recruitment. That's how we.
What level was this? Was this Premier League, second tie?
Second tie. Yeah.
And so when they took all of you, 60 of you, put you on the pitch, how did you feel?
Oh, yeah, it was something. It was my first experience, and I was first of all asking. I got closer to that translators man, and I told him, "How style of football is this? We play 30 per side." He said, "No, you see, this side is people that are from this country, and all of you are that way. People are foreigners, and they just have to choose those two of you. So people have to just prove yourself, and then the rest will go back to their various countries."
And how did it happen with you?
The first day I went there, in fact, I was selected the first day because I don't know the quality that they use. But after the training session, the guy met me, the coach said he wants me, and I have been selected as one of the players. And my manager was not even coming closer to me. I was calling him as if I was afraid that the second day I'm not in the pitch.
Was your manager with you in Cyprus?
Yes, it was me in Cyprus.
Okay.
So I tried to call him that what's going on. That I go to training, they don't put me on the pitch. He said, "No, don't worry. We are already negotiating about you." He said, "Don't worry, you are selected. Now I'm looking just one a person to join you." So I was even doubting really. I was really doubting.
And who was your manager?
Divine Golen.
Okay, and he was with you out there?
He was with me out there.
And so when they came and announced that you had been selected, what happened?
Oh, I was like, shout. They came to my hotel, the division came to my hotel, said, "Okay, now you have been selected to the team." They took me to a shop. And I said, this is your own shop, you have the right to take anything you wish. Then the team will be responsible. They give my own apartment. That's how I started playing with Again Shebili.
And when you signed that on, there was a signing fee?
Everything led to me.
You had left a wife back here in Tiko. How were you managing it?
No, really it was difficult, but we were communicating, and she understands with me that I was there for a mission. And by then I tried to send him to a nursing school. So she was also doing nursing. She was occupied by doing nursing, and today she made a nurse today. So
when you were at these early stages and there was a language problem, how did you improve until you started communicating with the people out there?
It was really, really difficult, because it was really difficult. But you see, when you are a player in a team like this, people come more closer to you. They try to make me to be very comfortable, because they know I have nobody, I cannot talk to anybody. So those people that can even speak a little bit of English, they come closer to me more and more. And they are the people that come to my house, take me to the training ground, bring me back. At times they sit with me, take me to the clubhouse, discuss with them, make me to be very comfortable with them. So it was really, I was really comfortable with them.
And here there was Zamalek out there, and you were now in the first team. Your first match that you played in the league over there?
Yeah, the first match we played, I think the first match we played without forgetting, I played against a guy from Ndoumbe. He's of late now. They call him Potman. I think we can all remember him. He's of late now. I played against his team. I will have to beat them 4-0. And I think I made a goal in that match, but it was a penalty.
So how was the season, that first season of yours?
No, the first season of us, we qualified to the first division. Our team became the second. We're the second in the league table, and we qualified for the first division.
So how did it go on? You moved from there, from first division to the first tier. How was your experience there?
No, after we moved to the first division, I came to Tiko. That's when I obtained an injury when Tiko United wanted to play against Cyprus of Bati during the Cameroon Cup. So I have to involve myself in Tiko United again.
Why did you take such a risk?
You see, I was under Tiko United. No, that is not a risk. I was under them. I was under Tiko United by then. I was under them, so I was serving them.
Was it like a loan? Tiko United had given you as a loan out to that team?
Yes, it was just. I don't know the contract that Mr. Tekichas made with them, so I don't really understand what was our own arrangement. But when we came, we qualified. Tiko United qualified for the Cup of Cameroon. So I made the match Tiko United Sable in Tiko, where the match ended 1-0. Tiko was down, so they were going to Douala for the second leg. So they said there's no way I have to join them to play that game.
And when you got that unfortunate injury, how was it? You had missed your professional career.
It's a story that I will never forget in my life. That's when I refused even to watch football on TV for about 5 years, because I was really on deep pains. Really on deep pains for that number of years.
But was it pain from the injury or pain from the fact that you had lost such a golden opportunity?
It was, despite the pains from the injury, but just the fact that I've lost an opportunity in life, and I have the pains also that my dreams, I failed my dreams in life, and especially football as a whole, because I have much dreams on football, but I failed that section of it. That was my worries to date. And
was that the end of your career in football?
Yeah, that was just the end of my career in football.
What of this issue where boys you have seen them, boys just leave from Cameroon, they go to Pakistan, Indonesia, and how do you look at that?
No, that's something very funny, because some of them go, but they don't know where they are going to, and how they are going to succeed. They do things by chances. And now we have fake managers in the country. Somebody just comes just because he knows that you are from a rich family. Oh, I want to help this your son. I want him to play professional football. You give him money and he goes like that, just like that. They don't follow the norms of football before traveling. Because if you want to play professional football, you must at least obtain a level of football. You must obtain a level, and you know your quality. First of all, know your quality, so you know where you are going to. Somebody that you know that you cannot even play in your team, you cannot even feature in your team, then you say you are taking your back out to play professional football. I think that's out of topic. Most of them they will never qualify, because there are criteria that those people they see into. before accepting you to be with them. So you must be a born footballer before you could qualify professional football.
And if you are a good footballer, is there a particular route, a particular procedure you have to follow if you want to go professional?
Yes, there's a particular route you have to follow, despite the fact that people go to professional football out of chances. But if you really want to play professional football, you must start from base. You must start from base. And when you first enter base, you realize that your speed will be different. Your technique, not tactic, will be different from others. And those qualities that made you a good footballer, and when you go out there, you see that they have respect for you.